Crush cinema with storytelling designed to get a specific reaction from the audience. But can YouTubers produce the same results? Unlike YouTube, Black Adam stands out from the rest, as they made their flawed character lovable through editing. But how did they do that? Sale edited Black Adam.
The advice that I would probably go back and give myself is very simple, and that is, you can do this.
And these are the 3 things YouTubers can learn from his editing.
Scene, we amplified and highlighted Black Adam's line, "Well, I do," right? Because it's really the central piece of his character. It's the conflict of this movie, right? And especially if you have an understanding of comics and comic book characters, like one of the things that really separates Black Adam from all other sort of comic book heroes is that he doesn't really have the exact same moral code as most of them, who like wouldn't necessarily kill people. They would just sort of disarm them, right? Or if they did inadvertently kill a person, they would feel really bad about it, right? But he has more of like a different moral code than that. And this scene sort of sets up that conflict. So the main thing, there actually were, I think, a few trims in there that we made over time, maybe a line here or there. But it was all about getting the pace and rhythm to land exactly on that, almost a trailer moment.
Well, I do.
If the audience is not engaged, or if they don't feel engaged, that's when, like, a scene is too long or needs to be tightened, And in terms of like endings of scenes, like I feel like a lot of times when we start, a lot of scenes have a very defined and clear beginning and a middle and an end. Like each scene is like a little movie, because that's kind of how you would put it together, right? But when we're done, like a lot of times you almost don't notice each scene, like because we're sort of not letting a scene quite come to a full conclusion. We're sort of cutting off before it gets to that ending, so that it's driving from one scene to another, to another, to another. Again, that's like getting away from just looking at scenes, which we do a lot. Like, some of the scenes in this movie, I might spend 2, 3, 4, 5 days just working on that one scene, but then also you have to look at like, sections of the movie and go like, okay, how does this play as a whole piece? And in a movie like Black Adam, what I'm trying to do is have the moments where they're supposed to react, they react, right? And so when you get to like the end of the movie, I want them to cheer in the right moments, and I want you to feel emotion in the right moments. And until that, I feel that that's happening, I'm not going to stop or be satisfied with that part of the film. Tell you, like when I work on a movie, even if I have a day off, I'm just editing it in my head, right? Like it's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week thing. And sometimes for years after the movie's over, like, I'm like, maybe I should have done this, like it's not something that like, I just punch the time card and go home, we're in it and we want to win, however you define that, but that's what we're trying to do. So what I'm trying to achieve is to give people an experience that they have with their family and friends or whomever in a theater. And that moment where you just come out and you're buzzing and you're like, wow, that was great. And you kind of remember that, for the rest of your life. The advice that I would probably go back and give myself is very simple. And that is, you can do this.